we'll usually have a partner riding up front with us once we're dispatched. We already have this set up, so once I get on scene, I'm gonna put it in neutral. We're gonna pull the air brake, and next we're gonna go with our setup. The aerial PTO, make sure your red light is activated, and I'm gonna hit my speed control button. This will help set the outriggers out a little bit quicker. This truck will not operate without this. So there's a power off button, and there's 4 other ones around the truck. We'll show you that in a second. If this is pushed down, it will not power up. So you're gonna have to pull it up, power on. You'll get a faint LED red button here to show you that it's on. It's hard to see in the sun, but you have to hit that power button. So now you're able to operate the outrigger switches here on the truck. Okay guys, I'm gonna do a one-man operation today. You see an auto level here, but you can't do the auto level unless you have 2 guys. So you have to hold this safety button here to operate the outriggers. So we're gonna do that now. Next, we're gonna put the jacks down. And these jacks do not have pins, the outriggers. Where you come back in here is number 1. It's your Husky foam system. That'll turn your compressor on. Next, hit our pump on. You got a green light. You got a green light here where your PTO's at. Hard to see with the sun. We're good to go in here. Now after my PTO's engaged and my pump is on, my compressor, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna open these compartmental doors. This is where your compressor's at. If it's not open, it'll overheat. Again, we're gonna make sure this is all the way up, the power button. You push it in to stop it, pull it up to get power, and I wanna make sure my power on button is ready to go. Next, we can start setting up the boom. This has a dead man switch. I'm gonna hold the dead man switch down, and then my number 1, it's numbered. This will raise the first part of the boom, the second part, and then the third part, and then my number 4 will articulate the boom. Okay guys, you could turn your Husky Pro system, foam system on, and put your pump on, but don't engage the compressor yet, which you would have to put it in drive to do that. Get your water flow going and then come back here. Like I said, you could turn this on and turn this on, but don't put it in drive until your water flow is going. All right guys, I'm gonna come back here and see where my intakes, it's my center and my driver's side. So when I come around to open those up, here's my driver's side inlet. I'm gonna open that one first. I'm gonna make sure I get a solid green and hold it open for a couple seconds afterwards, make sure it's all the way open. I'm gonna drop down to my center rear, same thing. Once I got water to my manifold, I'm gonna come over here and you're gonna hit the aerial discharge water. I'm gonna hold that open and we should start getting water out of the tip. We're gonna come back here and you got the system right here. It tells you what to do. The Husky foam switch is on inside the cab already. We already have a secure water supply. So next we're gonna go to number 3 and they're numbered back here just so it's fireman proof. We're gonna come back here, we're gonna open up our tank. That'll give us foam from our A tank. Next, we're gonna turn on the foam system. Number 4, you'll see the gauges move up. Okay, our number 5 step, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna set our aerial discharge. There's a passenger side discharge, which is right here. We're not gonna use that. We got the aerial discharge ready. If you see here, if you start twisting this, you'll see the numbers over here. You wanna get this to 0.3, anywhere from 0.3 to 0.6 to start priming it. And you can see here, it's on 0.3 now. there's 0.5, and here's your dial right here. We're gonna go up a little bit more just to prime the system. Once we get that going, that's number 5. We're gonna go ahead and go to number 6. And we're gonna go ahead and open up our discharge. That'll get water to the end of the nozzle. We're gonna hold it down till we get a green light. Now that's foam without the compressor on. The only difference, if you need the compressor on to run calf system, is your aerial discharge air. You would activate that, and your compressor would equalize with your intake and your discharge pressure. All right, guys, we moved over to the B side, which is on the driver's side of the foam truck. We're gonna show you guys how to draft from the tank or from a portable tank into the Husky system here. We're gonna have here, you gotta make sure your tank is closed. That way it's not pulling foam from the tank, it's pulling from the tote. Next, what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn our metering valve on. We're gonna come over here, open up our valves so we could prime the system. We're gonna make sure that's in line. Make sure this is in line. And we're gonna make sure the tote is also in line, which I'll walk over there and show you that right now. Okay, now we know everything, all the valves are open. We're gonna go ahead and start priming the system. We're gonna put the foam system to manual, and we're gonna increase the pump, and you'll start hearing it wanting to prime the system. Once you're primed, the system's primed, you'll see the water or the foam that you're pulling from the tote come in. You could shut it off, and you'll have constant foam from there on.